Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to a very special episode of Moonbreaker. I've been wanting to do this for absolutely ages. I've been putting this off just because I wanted to have enough time to do so. I wanted to give it the time it deserves because a lot of time and effort went into this list and I'm really keen to get started. So, what we're doing today is we're going to play a Gardener Joe list as created by Pax. So Pax is a long-time member of the community. They're one of the Patreons I've got. They're just really active in the community in general. And they've created a Gardener Joe control list that I haven't really looked at all. And I'm not really sure how this is going to work. Now, my favourite thing about this so far is it comes with an accompanying slideshow. So I figured, why not share the slideshow with you guys? See what it is, see what we're going to be working with, and all I know is that this is a very low damage Gardener Joe list. So I'm really keen to have a go at this, and hopefully you guys will get some fun out of it too. If you enjoy the content, please do like, comment, subscribe, join us over on Patreon. Anything you can do to support the channel is really appreciated. And if you want to suggest a list or anything you want to see on the channel, I'd love that too. So, let's see what we're dealing with. I haven't read through the presentation or anything. I've got no idea what we're in for. So, Joe Control, or how I find myself at crew cap with no damage. Now, I've got Gardener Joe on the left, and we've got Peacemaker Balaam on the right. And looking down the bottom, I can see we've got Fate Twister Tantan, Snareling, Whispers, Turncoat, and Peacemaker Balaam. This is going to be an interesting one. General Philosophy. Hello Pax. This strategy may seem weak and weird, but I assure you it can win games. You need to rethink the very nature of what Moonbreaker is about, though. You're no longer trying to win games, you're trying to make your opponent lose. To accomplish this, don't kill crew indiscriminately, and often not at all. Nearly all your crew drops should trade even, which is to say they should make one unit permanently irrelevant on the enemy team. VP don't matter. If you can win by sitting on a point, that's great, but your only goal is denying that 10th point to the opponent, which shouldn't be too hard. Captain Choice, Gardener Joe. No good captains exist for this strategy, so that's a good start. Zuna has a crew slot occupied and therefore loses trades. Zax and Astra has no survivability, so even a little damage breaks their locks eventually. Extilior comes closest and is a viable backup who's an inherent win con. Joe has what you need but has a very weak matchup to Zax, but to be fair, this entire list does. Okay. Number 1, Stitchy McPatchy. You rarely want to drop Stitchy turn 1, resist the temptation. Stitchy shines when a single free unit is wreaking havoc and you need to make its damage output moot. It trades even with Maximus, Deadeye, Broken Vengeance, all kinds of units. That's a very good point, because Stitchy now heals 4, so being able to just heal more than they damage is great. I've just noticed there's something written up here, so let's see if... Ah, there is written there for Gardener Joe as well. Oh, I love Pax's effort into these. Oh, it's got ratings and everything. So, strengths, speed boost helps everyone else, nourish means you can ignore a little damage, weaknesses, plants can be actively detrimental, dies to Zax, overall 3 out of 5. Stitchy, strengths can out-heal a single rogue unit, so trades even in a strange way. Ooh, that's weird, my version of this just went different to the recorded one, strange. Weaknesses, has to move around to do it, and that isn't a given in these board states. Okay. So, it needs to get to its target though, so speed boost is often needed to keep Stitchy mobile enough to be fully relevant. That's mostly doable late game, so keep him reserve until then. Also help to counter Captain Rush. Crew number 2, Fate Twister Tantan. I'm not sure what's going on with these slides. On my screen they're appearing different to the recording. Strange. Your early game bread and butter. Tantan throws a wrench in Arya's hit and runs, Deadeyes, Broken Vengeances, and every other attack-based crew's plans. I do really like Fate Twister Tantan. What it doesn't solve is good abilities, so he's rarely the most useful into captains, crankbaits, or detonias. Even then, he easily denies 2 to 3 damage per turn, no sweat, and even Toxoids hate him, that is true. Strength trades even with almost anything, excluding ability-based crew, leaves movement open, so stumbles sometimes with VP control or good abilities. 4 out of 5. Ooh. Oh, I think I'm having issues with my keyboard. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm very sorry for anyone who's watching this who's not getting these weird slides that I am. Right, I've just pulled a key off of my keyboard. This is not going well. Pax deserves better than this, but it's fine. We'll get there. No! Okay, Snarling. Snelling is the... I'm sorry about all that. You can tell I don't edit these too much, because sometimes I like leaving in all the, like, the broken bits. Like, I've got enough time now to go through and edit this out, but I kind of like it. Anyway, I shouldn't do, but I do. Snelling is the best crew in this game. It's no ability, so makes up for high ability concentration, so yeah, doesn't use Cinder. Takes any melee crew out of the game, and even trades well with stuff like Axle Pyro and Shrapnel. Exterior no longer exists. That's a very good point. Did I mention it's immobilized on hit, not on damage? Maximus, eat your heart out. I do love that about Snelling. The hit is the important part. Strengths lock down essentially all melee units, including Exterior. Weaknesses, I mean, genuinely nearly none. Dies to ranged. Everything does, though. Okay. I'm going to clicking instead of mouse keying, because I think that's what's messing this up. Crew 4, 6 Nectarvine. Nectarvine trades well with a great many things, but has no place in matchups versus attack-based crew. Tony and Axel both have a hard time dealing with a Nectarvine, especially one with Stitchy for backup. It deals with many of the same things as my secret tech, but not as well. Overall, be very aware of where and when this drops. Most effective heal in the game, blanks many abilities, immobile, fragile, and keeps your crew to one spot for heals. Taurian Guardian. I love Taurian. Taurian deals with the kind of crew that Nectarvine can't deal with, but he does it worse. If your Snarling or Balam need a helping hand to maybe survive the turn until your Stitchy comes online, Taurian's a solid option. He often takes more space than he's worth after the fact. Get him killed if you can. I love this description. Reverse Nectarvine, good into attacks, good when a single important unit needs a bit of help. You won't be attacking until you're ready to end the game, and unreliable. Tona Mystic Manteo, I knew this would be here. There was no way this wasn't going to be. Tona Mystic Manteo, if you don't have Furious, Snarling, Taurian or Nectarvine out, paying for a whole crew's worth of abilities is tough. Manteo makes more Cinder than anyone else, just barely. Honestly, he's not very useful. Swap him with Chuck if you feel like it. Chuck at least blanks a few things with his throw occasionally. Strengths provides 2 Cinder, helps stabilise against Captain Rush. Weakness, if you need this, it's already bad. I knew this was going to be in here based on the low damage. Turncoat Steel is only rarely useful. Honestly, the threat of it can do more than actually doing it. I actually agree with that a lot. What Turncoat does do is immobilise, and very well. Point and click Tipu Disabler in many cases when you're at crew limit. If you do happen to steal something good, like a second Snarling or a second Balam, you're golden, absolutely goated. We know Balam's coming, we love Balam. Strengths, guaranteed immobilise, great as the 6th crew drop. Weakness, you don't actually want to flip them. Peacemaker Balam is the centrepiece of the whole strategy, dropping it on turn 5 when you stop the bleeding and start assembling the mother of all locks. It's the only unit in the list to trade up, i.e. a single Balam often takes out 2 or even 3 units if you play your cards right. If Balam dies, you'll have to improvise. Turncoat Steals might be your only backup way to win. Strengths, only unit that trades up, crucial to any lock. Weaknesses, if Balam dies, you're in deep trouble. Overall, 6 out of 5. Thank you, Pax. Crew number 9 is Furia. When your opponent passes after essentially no game actions, you know you're ready to end the game. Furia does that, and well. After a few turns, Furia is beefy enough to snipe a captain, borrow a Fate Twister, and she can't even miss. Exchange for Crash or Tipu or any other beefy wingcon if you like, but Furia's a one-woman band. If you need space, use Joe's plants to self-damage an irrelevant unit into oblivion. Strength doesn't trade, only kills. Weaknesses, genuinely interchangeable with many other high damage units, like something like a Switchback would do a good job, I imagine, just getting the damage out a bit quicker. Secret Tech, Whispers. I figured we saw this in the beginning screen, so Whispers is woefully underrated. A lot of what threatens this list is massively... Balam, Sentinel, Axel Pyro, Yuki, Necker Hall, Fate Twister simply ceases to be useful at all with Whispers up. Crucially, Whispers is very slow. Get it out early and keep fertilising that soil to get them in and away quickly. Also helps set up Balam piles as the only displacement in the list. Interesting. Okay. Strengths, simply being on board blanks a lot of threats and helps Balam a lot. Weaknesses, fragile, slow, and needs to get in deep to work. Threats. Anything you have a hard time interacting with is a capital T threat. Florio's far away can pull apart a lock in a heartbeat, and an Aria can win the game 3 damage by 3 damage if you can't get a Fate Twister over there. No, anything can honestly be a threat. Whispers preempts the worst ones, Balam stuns them all where needed. What's fascinating is the anti-threats. Anything with low damage or inherent immobility is great to see. Your opponent is essentially removing the crew slot for you. Stitchy, Quetzali, Dr. Feelbad and Bytol are all reasonably obvious, but here's the true top 3 in opposing drops you always want to see. Scattervine, Defense Dome, and Nectarvine. The second Scattervine wins you the game on the spot. That's a bold call, but I like it. Conclusion. In a game about killing, maybe the true damage was the friendships we destroyed along the way. List, name, show control, yeah, unit. Guaranteed miss, yeah, so we've got all these again. And what if we hurt their feelings? The good old Stitchy quote. Okay, so here's the presentation. I'm going to just go into this. I'm not sure how we play this. It feels like maybe Whispers should be an early drop, or... I don't know. I'm just going to dive into this. I'm going to build this and have some fun. So this is what we're working with today. Pax, thank you again for this. I really am so happy to have got this finally recorded. And I wanted to do it before the August patch drops. I don't know when it's going to be, but I want to make sure that we didn't miss out on this opportunity, because so much time and effort went into this, and I can't wait to get started. So for now, I'll see you once we're in game. Okay, we have found ourselves a game. We are against Gilbert, a level 2 player. So this is going to be the case that we're just really going to try and... I feel sorry for Gilbert, but we are going to try and make this game maybe a little bit less fun than they used to. So apologies in advance. To make it up to you, awesome paint job. Really think you've done a great job on Exterior there. So, given that we've been told not to play Stitchy turn 1, I'm going to go for an early Snareling, because Snareling just shuts down... shuts down Exterior. And that's probably just what we have to do. In fact, we've got two leadership. We're going to have 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so... we could play Tantan and Whispers, yeah, so we can't do much about that yet. Snareling is probably the right pick. I mean, we need to really get up here early to the Peacemaker Balam. So I actually am not sure what we do. Because the middle's worth one here as well. But also we're not deploying anything. So I'm just going to actually just pop over here, fertilise soil and pass the turn. And see if maybe we get things out next turn. I'm not sure how we do this. So this turn we're obviously going to place something over here, I think. Maximus is going to hit us, that's fine. And we're going to try and go for a bit of safety. We're going to have 4 Cinder here, so I think a 4 leadership. Maybe we could have just gone Stitchy into Snareling. I know Stitchy's not supposed to be the early play, but it could really be useful. So now Extilia's gone this way. Maybe I think we just go back this way again and like deploy onto this, but just run the opposite direction. Oh, this feels awful. I don't know if I... Okay, I don't know if we're going to be able to deal with this situation at all. So we're going to be planting this and sticking a plant down in front of them, probably. They've got their own Stitchy. Okay, Stitchy's good for us. But can we do other things with this? So say now we move over here. I'm going to plant a thorn vine, but just about here. So this might make it very difficult for them to get onto us. Not difficult enough. So we can't afford to have Snareling get hit. So Snareling goes over here. Maybe we still don't want Stitchy. Whispers doesn't do anything. I think it's Snareling. I think it's Snareling and wait. Because I don't think it's Stitchy yet. I think we need to just try and live through this. So force them to deal with what's going on, so that the plants are going to be able to start attacking if they don't come and deal with it. So they can hit us here, that's fine. We've got plenty of ways to heal coming from the next couple of turns. So this is never going to hit us again because we've got Snareling. Question is which way is Extilior going to go? Yeah. So look at this, maybe Stitchy was the play. Next turn it could even just be Stitchy and Nectarvine. If we can just keep away from Extilior, this could be fine. They haven't done anything with our plant yet. They can still knock that off with Stitchy though, and that stops us taking that over. Okay, they're not going to. And now Extilior's trapped. Ooh, hitting that is bold, because that means we can potentially do damage there. Okay, they got the spin. They did blow themselves up for it, but that's fine. We'll take that. Oh, Pax, what have you got me doing? They're gonna... Yeah, they're move blocking me. I knew it. We don't have anywhere to go here. We're stuck. So we need to now go for... What are we going to do? Whispers? Whispers Stitchy? Torian? I mean, Torian's a good play here. We are absolutely stuck. Can we move out of base contact with anything? No, we can't. So we're going to Torian first. Let's Torian Maximus into place. We've only got 4 though, so... Okay, we're going to try and shut this down in a weird way. So it's going to have to be Torian, and it's going to have to be Stitchy. But Stitchy's going to need to be somewhere out of the way. So if we block this, we pop a plant down here to block that in place. We'll fertilise everyone, but we'll just Stitchy here first. In fact, if we can get Stitchy onto there, we can. Okay. This could be worse. Now we're just going to fertilise over here. Try and get all of us. Snelling doesn't need to move. I don't know what we do from here. I think we're in a lot of trouble. So we're blocking them in place. We're going to take a bunch of damage, but we have got Torian here to help keep us alive a little bit. I think now with 5 coming up, Peacemaker Balam could just be amazing here. If we can Peacemaker Balam and somehow keep Extilior away from us, that would be perfect. Ooh, that hit us. Okay. So we really need to keep Extilior away from us this turn and try and get Peacemaker Balam onto the battlefield. Right, we can keep healing, that's fine. Getting that's nice. Might give us a chance to actually deal with Maximus next turn. Okay, they hit, which is a shame, but they're still immobilized. Come on, miss this. This is the only one I really want you to miss. Please miss. 50-50. Yes, okay. So if we can get heals in, we can get Balam out, we might be able to deal with this. So now I think whatever goes on over here we don't care as much. If we can get the Snarling to hit Extilior, we're in with a shot. It's not a good shot, but it's a shot. Okay, Tipu's in as well, but this is so good for Peacemaker Balam. So we have to heal here. Like, there's nothing that can't do this. What is the best angle we can get on Extilior? We can get 61, 62 or so there. Nothing better than that anywhere at all. Oh, what was that? No. So none of these are great, so we're just going to have to come over here and go for... Where was that 62 we saw? Ah, in fact, Torian can move. So as long as we keep our captain the closest. So if we move over here, we can maybe get 80-ish. So this looks like it's still the captain that's closest. So we'll go over here. We got that. Perfect. So we'll plant a thorn vine here. And we're going to pop... Oh no, we don't have enough for Balam. We're a turn away. We're going to have to play Toner, I think. Nothing else does it here, does it? It has to be Toner. So Toner's over here now. Fertilise everything that we can. And end the turn. Okay, so this is really relying on a big hit from... a big sort of turn from Torian here. Because we are very much stuck. Like, Whispers could have got us out of this. Yeah, it's this 3 damage is going to be an issue, but if we can heal enough, we might be able to do this. Like, we just need to keep healing over and over again. Peacemaker Balam needs to be our next play. And then maybe something like Tantan or Furia to finish this off. This is what Pax was saying, is that there's really, really complicated games that you can have with this situation. So, I think the plan is going to be that I'm going to do a series of videos on this if we don't win this one. Like, I want to do at least a few games until we get one win. Because this seems like something that's going to take a lot of getting used to. So we might lose to a level 2 account because I can't figure out how to pilot this properly. And I think that's absolutely fine. Can't just miss this. Miss this. Okay, we've got one miss there. That's really good news. That's not good news. Extilior can't move. We can shield things, that's fine. We're going to heal a bunch next turn. Because we've got loads of Cinder now. Arya's in. Okay, so Arya can put us some damage out. We've got more plants in. So the thing here is, Extilior might not... it might not even be that we want to remove Torian. So, Extilior absolutely needs to take a hit as best we can get it. So let's just pop it over here and go for this. What is the range we can get to? So it looks like here we can get in range to heal without taking away the Torian buff. So that's what we're going to do. Ah, that's taken off that objective. I mean, we don't need that objective. What we need is Peacemaker Balam. So if we play Balam now, and honestly, so this will save us, this will deal 1 to us, but we've already got the snare there. Can this help? Is the 1 health more important? I think the vine's more important. And then we end it here and heal a bunch up now. So we may need to get something over here, but we've got Balam out now. The fact we took out Maximus is actually kind of bad, but we're now starting to lock them in place. Okay, they've hit their vine. Whether they can kill here is the big factor, basically. Yeah, okay, so they're going for us still. That was 100. It's whether they can get this last bit through. Come on, just give us a couple of misses. That's all we ask. Okay, so we need 2 misses in a row. 2 misses in a row. Come on, miss. No. Okay, well we lost there. You know what? I think I'm going to try and make a little series out of this. I've not been having much luck finding games recently, so what I want to do is I want to take a little bit of time and just do this one game at a time. So this one wasn't a success. I think we've learned a lot about the list. I think we need to find a... Well, we got ourselves trapped, basically. If we hadn't got trapped, I actually think we'd have potentially won that, because we could have kept moving away. We wouldn't have been taking all those hits every turn. And I don't really know what we could have done there. I think we played the right things at the right time. And there was nothing... the 1 health that we got from Tona didn't matter, so... Maybe Fate Twister Tantan could have been a better play early. Guarantee the misses, because that... potentially we could play that and Whispers and stop... We could stop the activation... Actually, yeah, maybe that's it. Because if we did that, we'd have stopped the activations from... Whispers could stop the activation from Antios, and then Fate Twister Tantan could stop the hits from Hit and Run or then Tipu. And you can guarantee that we're getting less hits in. That's going to be it for now, but that's something we're going to bear in mind for future. So Gilbert, well done, well played. Pax, your list is ridiculous. I love it. I'm going to be playing more of this, and you're going to see more videos of it as well. For now, if you enjoyed this, please do like, comment, subscribe, join us on Patreon. Anything you do to support the channel is really appreciated. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, have a good day.